produced by local people.
Hornets want to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your hometown news tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome to the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week, and we have a special guest along with myself, Manus Blair, and Betty Von Cotter. We have Coach Washburn of the Leslie County Lady Eagles. And Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And Betty Von, you want to ask the first question?
Sure, I told you I always have questions.
Okay.
I know, Coach, we've watched you quite a bit this year. You've got a super group of good athletes, upperclassmen and underclassmen. I know this region is pretty loaded this year. It should be a very, very good, entertaining regional tournament for everybody to watch. I don't know about coaches to coach because I know how that is.
It's stressful.
It is, but for your guys to keep going like they are, and you've done a great job being a first-year coach, you know, that says a lot for you and for your girls that stepped up and played. For you to be successful, and I know everybody's wanting to reach the regional tournament, what do you have to do now? What are you working on right now to just make your team better than what they are?
I think one thing that has been important for us is keeping our positive mindset and our energy, regardless of how the game is going or how someone's personal day is going. We are trying to make sure that we're always showing up for each other so that we can have the best day possible on the court together.
We seen you guys played, I want to say Perry, and you probably wasn't playing your best game, but they were playing a good game, and they sort of took you out of your game plan. But I will acknowledge what you said. Your girls were always positive on the floor. When they messed up, I didn't see anybody yelling or dropping a head or rolling eyes or anything, and they were listening. When you called a timeout, they were listening to what you were saying instead of going and getting water and not doing so. I do commend you on that because we seen that during the Perry game. Like I said, Perry just played really well when they played you guys. They played good the other night when they played Knott. So to me, that is a well-coached team, a team that there are underdogs, but they get up for the big games to play.
Right.
But I will say that I commend all you coaches in this region. From 10 to 15 years ago, net play is so much better and so much stronger. I was talking to Manus last night, and that's what we said was the net play is so good now that the teams look so much better because the net play is so much stronger than it used to be.
Absolutely.
And we talked a little bit off. Go ahead and let all the viewers know about the district arrangement, who plays who, and where, and the times, if you can, please.
The 54th district will be hosted at Perry County. For varsity, the first of the semis will be on the 20th, and then the championship game will be on the 21st.
And do you know who's playing who?
We have the first game with Buckhorn, and then Hazard and Perry will play, and then the 2 winning teams will play on that Tuesday.
Okay.
And, last night we had the senior groups for both Perry Central and Knott County Central, and your seniors.
It was our senior night as well, yes.
And any of those girls moving on to the next level, we've talked when you've had a game about, and Royce Osborne, I kind of picked her out, and I shouldn't have kind of picked her out, but
yes, we've talked to her, and there were a few coaches that had approached me at some of the preseason scrimmages and at different games and stuff to talk to me about if she's interested in playing, and I've given her their information, and I've told her if she has any questions, we can go and talk to somebody or get it set up for her to go and practice or scrimmage with someone.
And I've really, I think both times I've kind of said to the audience, if a coach is watching.
Yes, she is a great player. She's a great leader, and she's been
great
a
athlete,
serious asset to our team this year.
Oh, yeah.
And, yes, she has a positive her attitude is very positive on the floor. I told, I've been talking to her, and I said, as a former coach, not a coach, as a former coach, that's what I look at. I look at the coaches and the players and how they deal with each other, their personality, their attitudes, how the kids on the bench are reacting. Because I tell kids all the time, nobody's going to pay you $50,000 with a bad attitude.
Exactly.
They can pick anybody up with that.
Yep.
They want kids that can play the game, that are team players, and then that they can depend on that's going to be there.
Yes.
So, yeah, I look at total different things than everybody else does because I've been there. Manus and I both have been coaches, so we've been on both sides.
And I know that that's one thing that coaches look at is your body language or how you interact with
You're
your teammates and your coaches or even your
You're
parents.
Exactly right.
And that's whether ahead and behind. When you're ahead, everything's great.
But how do you
when
do when things aren't going so well?
When you get behind, then that's when everybody's checking. Now let's see how you act. And I have to say the games that we've watched, not only her but most of your kids, they are.
And we watched the bench.
Yeah,
we even watched the bench, and they were really supportive of us.
That's one thing we emphasize every day at practice and at
you
games.
Can see it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Question, this is the so-called rubber match between you all and Knott County Central. Of course, you defeated Knott County Central over at Leslie County, and then in the All-A, you were defeated by them.
Yes.
Any differences? And, of course, that's been August 19th, I believe, if I don't.
Up to October 15th, yeah.
So, any new things or anything that you're going to try any differently? And I know it's at the very end of the year. Do you have any more games, by the way? Do you have anything else
before district? No.
Oh, so this is last. Yep. So, any kind of new strategy or anything that you were going to emphasize tonight, any differently?
I think one thing that we had talked about was just defensively blocking and covering, moving quicker, not being that half a second or half a step behind on any kind of ball.
There you go. I hope everybody heard that. I've said that 1,000 times. Have I not?
You've said it 1,000 times.
I have said that 1,000 times. Everybody is a step behind.
Yes.
They're a step too far. They're a step too wide. Yeah, it's just a step. Yep. But that step makes a big difference when somebody's hammering the ball down.
Yep.
And, of course, I'm a big watcher of the Eagles' nest.
Yes.
And, you can pick up a lot of things in watching of them. And, the athleticism of your team is really, really
impressive.
It's really impressive.
They impress me every day.
I think sometimes people think that we're too positive, but in a way we're not too positive because you can actually see it and do those kinds of things. But we better. Have they started the clock yet? No, they haven't
they're
started.
Getting ready to.
But we appreciate you coming up.
We've been trying to.
Yeah, we've been trying to get you. Trust me.
I'm usually a woman of few words.
That's okay.
But continued good luck, and of course, you're going to get to host the region.
The region, yeah. So that's the best way to break in a new coaching staff if I've ever seen it.
But we want to wish you guys and every team the best of luck this year, next year.
Much.
And then, just to finish the year up, we hope everybody finishes on a strong, positive note.
And we'll be at Leslie County every game.
Yes, that'll be awesome. I'm so excited.
We will be there, and then we will talk to her again about how to administrate a regional tournament.
We'll find out.
But we do appreciate you and thank you, and we'll let you get to your team and everything. And anything we can help with, if you need video, we'll get it to you.
Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome.
All righty. And that was Coach Washburn, and we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we'll get right into what we need to do. So stay with us here on Hometown 24.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi. I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance helps protect more than 474,000 Kentucky families and businesses. Many of our members have been with us for years, even decades. Perhaps it's because of the competitive rates or our unmatched service. Or maybe the biggest reason is they know they can count on Kentucky's insurance company to be there when it matters. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Hindman Pharmacy, located inside the new Hindman Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a flavored medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Hindman Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Hindman Bypass. Call the Hindman Pharmacy at 785-0513.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Good times, good food, and good people at the Goal Line Bar and Grill. Come try their daily lunch specials as well as the best steak in Hazard as voted by the people. Looking for something fun to do? Hit up the tables and the dartboard. Also, trivia night every Tuesday evening. Goal Line has all your favorite big sports events on the big screen. There's something for everyone at Goal Line. Goal Line Bar and Grill in Hazard.
Go!
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning.
Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
This telecast is copyrighted by Hometown 24 for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or retransmission of this game without the express written consent of Hometown 24 is prohibited.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Key Chicago Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy and Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensperger Law.
Welcome to Hometown 24 as we have the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week, and this is volleyball game number 3 of the week. We have the Knott County Central Lady Patriots hosting the Leslie County Lady Eagles. I'm Manus Blair, joined by Betty Von Cottle, and this is a match that I think has got a lot of build-up, and rightfully so. This is the rubber match, game number 3. Knott County Central defeated Leslie County in the All-A, and Leslie County defeated Knott County Central in our first game of the year over at the Richard M. Nixon Center. So, Betty Von, really looking forward to this game.
Yeah, this should be a good game because you've got height and speed and accuracy and just athletic ability and strength. Both teams have it.
And, you know, in our talk, which some of you all will see on Facebook and YouTube, you won't see it on Channel 24, but we talked with Coach Washburn before the game and asked her any kind of changes or anything from the prior 2 engagements, and she said that they had worked a little bit more on getting quick to the block. So we can look for that tonight against the kill specialist of Knott County Central.
Yeah, and like I said, this should be unless one of these teams pulls the other team out of their game, this should be a very, very good matchup. You've got number 1 ranked and number 2 ranked in the region playing each other at the end of the season with 4 or 5 days until district starts.
Yeah, and also Coach Washburn told us exactly the schedule of the 54th District, which will be held at Perry County Central. Leslie County will be facing Buckhorn, and Hazard will be facing Perry County Central. Of course, in the 53rd District, you will have Knott County Central will play the winner of Cordy and June Buchanan, and you will have Jenkins and Letcher Central playing each other in the first round, and that will be at Jenkins High School. Tomorrow is the district meeting for the 53rd, and we'll know a little bit more about broadcast schedules and that stuff. So kind of look on our website and on Facebook for any announcement that we may have. Getting ready to do the national anthem, and after the national anthem, we'll talk a little bit more about each team. Both teams really, really looking forward to this matchup. So with that being said, we'll come back after the national anthem, so stay with us here on Hometown 24.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman Volleyball Game of the Week, and as we ended Leslie County and Knott County Central, this is the 48th meeting between these two teams, with Leslie County leading the rivalry 27-20. Kind of mention some of the players for Leslie County and Knott County Central real quick. And once again, if you're in the Knott County area and you're here, come watch this game, because watching it live, what am I trying to say, Betty Vaughn? Watching it live is much better even than watching it on TV. But if you can't, thank you for tuning in. And I'm sure Ryan Farmer down in Leslie County is tuning in. Ryan is a outstanding sports nut of Leslie County and the mountains. But when we talk about, and we delivered Royce Osborne the last time we had her, she was the player of the game, and she is just an outstanding athlete and outstanding volleyball player. Then you have, of course, for Knott County Central, you have Taylor Baker, and you have Samara Bailey, Ava Waddell. You have Leslie County. When you're looking at Leslie County, when you're looking at their statistics, and I'll find all of my statistics in this bevel of things, but when you're talking about, they have, like Knott County Central, they have three different girls that have more than 100 kills, and of course Royce Osborne has 271. Jalen Johnson has 220, and Peyton Hochstaler has 149 for Knott County Central. And I don't know if I got the updated stats from this morning, but Taylor Baker with 290. Samara Bailey with 210, Ava Waddell with 152, and Zoe Miller with 115. And, of course, Zoe Miller and Avery Conley leading in assists. Zoe with 379, Avery Conley with 277. And then when you're talking about the specialist or the setters for Leslie County, you have Sarah Osborne, who has 377, and Haley Napier with 220.
So they're pretty even.
Pretty even when you start looking.
Both teams have two good setters. Both teams have four good hitters. The Libros, I'm guessing if you check them, they're pretty even also.
And with the number of digs and everything, when you talk about Sluss, she is the prime libero for Knott County Central. And then when you're looking at Leslie County, then you're looking at Tatum Bailey, who has 225 digs on the season. You have, and of course, you have Haley Napier, who is an outstanding libero and a defensive specialist as well. So throw out the records.
Yeah, this should be a really good game, and I don't think neither team's going to get rattled and threw off their game plan. They may have to change something up according to what the defense is giving them or not giving them. But should be a very interesting game.
And Leslie County will start off first serving. And thank you once again for tuning in on Hometown 24. Osborne with a serve. Goes to Baker. Back to Baker, and that's going to be a kill by Kinley Baker, and that will be point, Knott County Central. I think I might need a little help on the numbers of Leslie County. They've changed a few numbers on me, and I'll get those. Baker with a serve, Osborne to Osborne. Back set, push into the deep corner, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County.
You can already tell these two have been watching film.
And, of course, like we said, August 19th was the first game between these two over at Leslie County that Leslie County won. Baker block, and that's going to be a point. Nice block by Leslie County, and that's going to be, I believe that's Hochstaler, and that she's wearing number 1 tonight. If I'm incorrect, somebody let me know, but she had the block. And Johnson with a serve, and that's going to be a point for Johnson. Jalen Johnson is a junior, has 76 aces on the season. And she just now added another.
Nice up by Miller.
Cut by Miller over the top, but Johnson's there. Osborne with a backside to Hochstedler. Conley sets up Waddell off the block. Nice job. That was, of course, Osborne. It's off. Reflex.
Oh my gosh, what plays.
It's free ball for Leslie County. Osborne gives it to Hochstaler. It stays there. Miller with it. Waddell off the double block. Once again, Johnson to Osborne, outside to Royce Osborne, down the line, and that was in. Point, Leslie County. Makes it 4-1, Leslie County.
You can see already how fast these matches are going to be.
And you notice Sam Gay out on the front for Leslie County for that blocking that Coach Washburn was talking about prior to the game. Osborne gets outside to Royce. Osborne doesn't cross, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. King will come in for Waddell. King leading the Lady Pats. No, she's second in service aces. Goes to Osborne, short to Hochstaler, blocked by Bailey. Conley across to Baker. Osborne down the line, and it was out, and it will be point, Knott County Central.
Leslie
Osborne
County
with
was
power.
asking for a touch, but they're saying no touch.
Hard to see it from up here.
It is. It's hard to see it from down there.
Anywhere when they're hitting it. Hochstetler with a kill point, Leslie County.
Hochstetler's got springs. She can get up.
Lauren Osborne in, and ball will be out. Also will come in is Kinley Napier to serve. Kinley Napier is a junior. A nice mixture on both teams of upperclassmen and underclassmen. And it'll be point, Knott County Central. In will come Kraft, and Sluss goes out. Bailey to serve.
I don't think you're going to see a lot of service errors with these two teams.
Osborne gives it up. Lauren Osborne down the side. King backside push off, but there will be Osborne. Royce Osborne, it doesn't cross, and that will be point, Knott County Central, and that will even it up at 5 apiece. Thank you for joining in, Hometown 24. We got a dandy, as David Adams would say. And that's going to be a point on the serve for Knott County Central, puts them up 6-5. David Adams, thank you for tuning in, buddy. Bump set, and it's going to be a free ball, and that's going to go long, and that will be a point for Knott County Central.
And if you know, Samara Bailey does not serve this ball hard, but she will score as many points as anybody else. It's just keeping this ball in bounds.
And deep, usually.
Yes.
Hochstetler, and it's going to go wide, point, Knott County Central. 8-5. Johnson, Osborne, Royce Osborne over the top, but there's Baker. Conley pushes it. Goes back in over the top again. There's Baker again. Back to Baker on the outside over the top, and Leslie County can't get to it, and it'll be a point for Knott County Central. 9-5. We're in set number 1.
You can tell that these two teams have worked on closing that gap behind these double blocks.
Hochstetler block. Napier was able to get it over on the third. Baker off the block of Osborne, and it will be point, Knott County Central. Knott County Central on a roll right now. And it's going to be right on the line, and that's going to be an ace for Knott County Central and Bailey. Leslie County got to be careful about this set getting away from them.
Right.
Napier called by Osborne. Lauren Osborne pushes, and it's not going to cross. And Coach Washburn's going to call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
Welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central High School, Morton Combs Athletic Complex, B.B. King Court, as Coach Washburn with a timeout to try to stem the momentum that Samara Bailey, with her serving and the playing of the Lady Pats, have extended the lead out to 12-5 here in set number 1. And Leslie County got to get back into it, as you say, 1 point at a time.
Yeah, and they don't need to. These two teams can't let each other get a big lead because it's just too hard to fight back the whole game.
Conley with it, back set to Miller over the top. Nobody there, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Serve down the middle. Osborne back set. Baker there. Conley back to Baker off the double block. Nice block by Leslie County. Ball in play. Conley back set to Miller down the line. Nice job by Napier. Baker staying there. They're trying to get her on that shortcut. And it's going to be deflected off of Miller, but it's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Bailey to serve. And that's going to go wide. Point for Leslie County as finally they do the side out. Haley Napier to serve. Haley's a junior for Leslie County. It's going to go long, and that will be point Leslie County. I mean, they've got to put a few points together here in consecutive order here. Nice serve. Miller with a save. Free ball for Leslie County. Leslie County got to put it down. Can't be playing around with it. That's going to be an overpass. Nice job by Osborne, but unable to get it across, and that's going to be a point for Knott County. Zoe Miller to serve. Of course, Zoe is a junior for Knott County Central. Nice up. Back set, push down the line. Sluss can't do it. Point Leslie County. And Osborne did that a whole lot the last game that we played.
Very smart move. They were waiting on that kill, and she just shoves it down the line.
Of course, Royce Osborne, a senior for the Lady Eagles. Waddell up. Miller back set down the line. But there was Begley. Gives it back up to Johnson off the double block, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County. Waddell, Miller, Kraft with a block. Johnson gets it over, but it's going to go out. Point goes to Knott County Central. 16-9, we're in set number 1.
Those two girls, Taylor and Zoe, just showed their upperclassmen. Instead of waiting there for the ball, they were standing there at the line, so they knew the ball was out.
Bump set close to the net. Baker was able to get it over. Nice job by Osborne getting it to the front. Osborne gets it across, Lauren Osborne does. Left hand, Johnson. Napier back to Johnson, double block, and nobody there. Point, Knott County Central. Johnson, Napier back to her, close to the net, and she's going to go under the net, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Goes into the net, and that'll be a point for Leslie County. 18-10, set 1. Begley to serve. Begley, a junior. Sluss with the up. Bump set goes outside to Waddell down the line. Nice up by Begley. Goes to Johnson off the double block, and that will be point, Leslie County. 18-11.
Now you'll get to see what type of fight Leslie has in them. They're down 7.
Kind of getting a little bit of rhythm going now in the
are.
system. Goes back to Kraft. Blocked by Ball. Gay. I said Ball. Sam Gay, number 45. Back set goes to Baker, and once again, Gay gets her hands on it. Cut shot. Waddell, back set. Baker, nice job by Royce Osborne. To Johnson down the line. Baker gets the up, goes back. Waddell down the line, and that's going to be in, and that's going to be point. Knott County Central, 19-11.
That was a nice volley by both teams.
Sluss serves straight on to Begley. Cut shot deep. Taylor Baker with it. Goes outside to Waddell. Cuts it sharp, but there's Johnson. Back to Johnson. Down the line, and it's open point. Leslie County. Hochsteller will come in for Sizemore. Peyton Hochsteller is a freshman for Leslie County. Number 33, Sarah Osborne, a senior, will serve. She has 63 aces on this season. Miller across to Bailey. Bailey is double blocked. As it comes down, it is in, and that will be point Leslie County. And I think they're answering your question a minute ago,
yeah.
Leslie County. Fighting back within 6.
That's what I said. I don't think neither of these teams are going to get rattled.
Hochsteller goes back to Osborne. Push shot deep. Middle hit by Bailey, and that's going to be a point for Bailey, 20-13.
Bailey showed a little bit of aggression there after the hit. I mean, nothing nasty or negative. It's just showing that she likes it. She's hitting the ball.
Yep, and Hochsteller gives it back, and that'll be 20-14. Conley will come in for Kenley Baker. Going back to serve will be Jalen Johnson. Of course, Jalen is a junior for the Lady Eagles. Nice curveball spin on that. Bump set goes to Waddell in the middle, and it's going to be off Hochsteller. A point, Knott County Central, 21-14. Just a reminder for those tuning in late, Knott County Central number 1 in RPI in the 14th region, and Leslie County number 2. And by all intents purposes, both of them are the cream of the crop so far this year.
Yeah, and on the paper, they're pretty evenly matched.
Yep. And that's going to be a lift, and that's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
If she had taken the ball from the hand closest to the net, they would not have called that.
Instead of throwing it back.
Yeah,
yep.
It's delayed contact. That's going to be called every time.
And that's going to be a point for Knott County Central, and that will make it 23-14. King to continue to serve. Nice up that time by Begley, and it's into the net, and that's going to come down, and that's going to be point for Knott County Central, and that will be set point number 1. Nice job by Begley. Osborne over to Royce Osborne. Bailey down the line. Nice job of Johnson stopping it there. And it's going to go in the net, and that will end set number 1 at 25-14, Knott County Central. And when we come back, we'll have set number 2. So stay with us on Hometown 24.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network, TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
This is News 12. Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornets want to air it out. He's got a man out here. Linden caught it to 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky. Here's to 40 more.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week, and Knott County Central takes set number 1, 25-14 over Leslie County. And what's Leslie County got to do, Betty Vaughn, to overcome that first set loss?
Well, they've got to get back to playing their game. And what happened, you get down 9 points against a good team against like Knott. Now you're trying to play safe and win, and you can't. They started making errors, and just like we've talked about all year, Knott does not make a lot of errors on their own. So they probably, if you go back and check stats, I'm sure the ratio of errors to negatives to positives was much better on Knott's side than Leslie's side.
And, you know, when you're talking about, did you keep a, what they call in basketball, a plus-minus chart?
Yes.
Okay. And I see in this newfangled world of technology, I think everybody does it by huddle.
Right.
Now. And
we done errors by huddle, too. We huddled all together.
That's a H-U-D-D-L-E, not H-U-D-L.
Oh.
Forgot to mention the officials for tonight. R1 is Georgia Kinser. R2 is Rachel Turner. And then we've got two special in referees from the Alice Lloyd College Lady Eagles. Of course, we talked to one of them, Krista Ambergy, who's on your left of the screen. And then the big middle blocker over at Alice Lloyd, Kylie Ward, who has set all kinds of blocking awards and different things over at Alice Lloyd. So a lot of experience calling the end lines for Knott County Central. And, of course, now once these games are over in district and regional play, they will be 4 assigned officials from here on out. And let's see what kind of changes that Coach Washburn has talked about here to start set number 2.
Yeah, I think just getting them refocused on the game.
Baker to serve, Johnson. Sarah Osborne outside to Lauren Osborne. Goes outside off the block, but Royce Osborne gets it, goes up. Nice block, push down the side. Baker gets it. Miller, short set, goes to Bailey, and it's going to go out. And that will be, and I think we have a person in the net. Yep. And that will, instead of Leslie County's point, it will go to Knott County Central.
And I think Leslie's going to have to go back to their money girl that got them here. I mean, I know they're trying to move it around, but you have to score.
They heard you. And she's going to score a point for Leslie County, 1 apiece. Conley will come in for Baker. And Sizemore will come in for Sarah Osborne. Jenna Sizemore, a junior. Number 10, Haley Napier, a junior, will serve for Leslie County. And it's kind of not urgent, but Leslie County needs to get work from ahead early here.
They need to get a little momentum, something positive on their side they can use.
Napier goes outside, and that's going to be Baker.
Nice hustle by Baker.
Miller cuts it back, but there's Sizemore. Royce Osborne off the block. Nice job by Sluss with the one hand. Bailey goes up, drops it smartly, but guess who? Royce Osborne. Once again to Bailey. That was just too hard. Point, Knott County Central. Begley did the best she could do with it.
Yes, these little Libros will stick right there with the ball. You do not see them dodging a whole lot.
And King will serve for Knott County Central. We're in set number 2. Thank you for joining us on Hometown 24. Johnson to Napier. Back set, Osborne, one hand for Sluss again. Begley to Napier. And it's going to be a net violation on Osborne as her momentum took her into the net. And it would be point, Knott County Central.
Yeah, the little setter needs to, I know she's doing a lot of movement. She's got to keep them out of the net, let them swing or be able to do what they want to with the ball.
It's going to be an overpass. Miller hits it into the net. Point, Leslie County. Sluss to Conley. Long hit. Nice job by Royce. to Johnson. All the way across to Baker off the double block. Nice job by Napier to get it back. Sizemore across. King. Bailey down the line. Royce Osborne with it. Back to Johnson. Baker double block that time by Osborne.
That was just a big, strong wall in front of Baker.
And that's going to be a point for Leslie County. Royce Osborne go back to serve. Bailey down the line. Nice job.
And she didn't even jump.
Oh. Baker tried to cut it, but cut it too sharply, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County.
She did. It would have been close to scoring. Low 27 was on her horse. She was going, but Baker had a good shot.
Conley outside to Baker. That's a hard hit, and that's going to go out, and that will be Leslie County point. Bump set. Osborne to Sizemore. There's King with it in the backside with a dig. Comes out. Baker with a block on her. Sluss once again to Baker. Sizemore and Osborne working well over there on the right side. Goes to Bailey in the middle, left hand. Johnson. Osborne. Johnson. Baker, and that's going to be a kill for Knott County Central point. Knott County Central.
Another good volley. I have a feeling
Nice
we're going to see
rally.
it. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of good volleys.
And I think Leslie County's kind of rounding into form now a little
They
bit
are.
after that first set. Scrambling well. Johnson. And
Somebody crossed the line.
And that's going to be a point for Leslie County. I believe it was Zoe Miller. I was looking for the fingers, and once again, my vision up here up top, sometimes not very good. Nice serve, Sluss with it up, one hand, and it's going to be a free ball for Leslie County. Royce to Napier gives it up, and boom.
Oh, no, that was a shot.
Gay with a put down there, and that's going to be point Leslie County, and you can tell now the Leslie County bench and crowd's gotten into it a little bit after that first set.
But you see how quick that was. That's not a zero, but that's pretty close. That was so quick that Leslie wasn't even prepared to jump for that one. I mean, I'm sorry.
Kraft with a cut shot to the middle. All the way back out to Johnson off the block, and it will be point Leslie County, 8-4. And this is what the doctor ordered, or what Coach Washburn ordered.
And this Knott is there on the block. They're too far away from the net.
Nice serve. Conley bump set to Miller. Gives more time to read it a little bit. Johnson, and that's going to be off King, and that's going to be point Leslie County. 9-4, and Knott Central's got to be careful about Leslie County moving out on too big a lead here in set number 2. Bump set goes out to Miller. Short cut, but nice job by Sizemore. Conley all the way across to Baker. Begley. Napier.
Oh,
nice job by Gay. Nice job by Gay getting it across. Johnson with a bump set. We've got a scramble going on. In system, Leslie County goes outside to Johnson, and she's going to be under the net, and that's going to be point Knott County Central, and that ends the run for Leslie County.
But you see how both of these teams can take a mislicked ball and slow it back down to get a pretty decent hit.
Napier outside, and that's going to be Johnson. That was Baker. I started to say it was Miller, but that was Baker. Johnson was blocked, and the reaction, she knocks it out of bounds. Point, Knott County Central. And, you know, we said it before, Royce Osborne, she just takes over the game on many different aspects.
Well, right now she's trying to tell 27 it was a good hit. They blocked it. Just play. You can't drop your head.
Exactly right.
This is not a game to drop your head in.
And nice job by Sizemore keeping it alert from that. Miller goes in to Baker. Nice job by Royce Osborne. Gay tries to catch him on two. Kraft over the top, but Johnson's there. It's going to be a joust.
Yeah,
it's going to be a play, and that's going to be, I thought it was 4, but it must have been blocked.
Yeah, Knott County touched the ball.
Good eyes, Betts. Johnson, ooh. And it's going to be point Leslie County on 4. Hochsteller will come in, and she will come in for Napier. Sizemore will come out, and Sarah Osborne will come in for Leslie County, and she'll go back to serve. Thank you for tuning in on Hometown 24. This match is starting to round into the kind of match we were talking about prior to the game.
Exactly.
Miller back set. Baker right at Sarah Osborne. She's got it. Johnson called by Sluss. Free ball for Leslie County. Johnson, Sarah Osborne, Gay catches them off, and that's point. Leslie County.
In this game, you're going to see every type of hit, punch, kick possible.
And that was a very intelligent play by Gay. Miller outside to Baker off the double block. Osborne push by Johnson. Goes backside to Kraft off the block of Gay, and that's going to be a 2 lift. And that's going to be Leslie County did not like the call. Point it's going to go to Knott County Central. Hochsteller with the overpass. Kraft jousting with Gay, but I think 45, yep.
Yep, 45
Gay was in the net.
She was in the net.
Actively getting after it and everything. So point goes to Knott Central, 11-8. Leslie County in set number 2. Gay with a hit. And that's going to be in, and that's going to be point. Knott County Central. Now we got both sides really getting into it, Betty Vaughn.
It makes for a good match. I told you, you're going to see.
This is regional. This is regional district and regional atmosphere going on.
You're going to see every type of hit and play possible tonight.
Hochsteller with a nice hit. Back to Johnson outside, and it's going to be point Leslie County. 12-9. Goes to Sluss. Bump set Miller. Kraft with a roll to the middle. In system Leslie County goes outside to Osborne. Block. Begley with it. Nice hustle, but it will Knott County Central point. 12-10. That's going to be in. Service ace, point Knott County Central as they draw within 1 of Leslie County. That's up. Hochsteller hits it hard. Nice reaction. Probably should have played 3 on that one. Off the block of Gay by Bailey, and that will even the score at 12 apiece in set number 2.
But both of these teams are here to play tonight.
Yep, they sure are.
And that's what it should be.
Big lead. Bump set all the way to Waddell, and that's going to go long. Asking for a touch, and there's no touch called, and that's going to be point Leslie County. Napier will come in for Gay. Gay did an outstanding job on the front line. Sam Gay, a freshman for Leslie County.
Really?
Yes. Oh, a nice, smart play by Bailey with the kill. Makes it 13 apiece. She's going to be a dandy. Or as Dick Vitale says, she's already a diaper dandy. Hochstedler. Nice job by Miller over the top, and it's going to be a kill by Waddell. Waddell's on point so far tonight. 14-13 as Knott County Central takes the lead in set number 2. And ace by Baker, 15-13. As Begley will come in, and out will come Kinley Napier for Leslie County. And off Osborne, and it's going to be a point, 16-13. Kinley Baker to serve. Lauren Osborne short, nice play. See if they can get something in system. Johnson with a call out to Hochstedler, nice play.
That was a nice shot.
And of course, Peyton Hochstedler, we've talked before, she's a pogo stick.
She sure
and
is.
She's a freshman, so Leslie County with a lot of young parts playing a lot of varsity volleyball. Good future for Coach Washburn. And
what have we said about this whole region?
Oh, yeah. It's a good mixture.
Yeah, every team has good upperclassmen, but every team has some really good underclassmen. So you're looking at the next 3 to 4 years of being some very good competitive volleyball in the 14th region.
And if you're a young girl in any of these school areas, you need to be working early because you can get playing time as a freshman, an 8th grader. So get out there and play. And that's going to be a kill by Waddell.
Up and let you play.
They play the best people regardless of classification. And they're winning with it.
I'll start to say that's why they have the teams they have.
17-14, Knott County Central. Back set. And Knott goes across, and it'll be Leslie County point. Royce Osborne to serve. Upset to Baker, Begley, Napier, Johnson, Conley. In system now, Leslie County back set off the block of Baker. Miller. Nice setup that time for Johnson. Baker with a kill, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central. Kraft in for Sluss, and, you know, we're talking about that. Kraft is an 8th grader for Knott County Central.
And her teammates do set her the ball.
And that's going to be out, and that will be Leslie County point. And Gay is quickly back in for Leslie County. She is a force on that front line. Conley back set to Kraft. Push over the top. There is Napier. Goes outside to Johnson. Cuts it off the block. Baker with a kill. Point, Knott County Central.
You can tell they're set a little too early when Baker hits the ball because if that ball's tipped, they're already so ready, down and ready, they can't move to it. And that it is a hard ball to play off of a tip.
Yeah. This changes the speed and everything.
Yes.
Trajectory of the ball, and that's going to go off of Begley, and that's going to be point Knott County Central, 20-16. And Coach Washburn is going to call a timeout, and we'll take a timeout too, so stay with us on Hometown 24.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central High School. Timeout by Leslie County, 20-16 Knott Central in set number 2. Knott Central won set number 1, 25-14. Last night, Leslie County defeated Williamsburg 3-0, and we had the match right here on Hometown 24 last night with Knott County Central as they defeated Perry Central 3-0. Nice serve. Begley able to get to it outside to Baker down the line. Once again, Begley over on 2 by Johnson. Goes back, and Baker. And it's going to be point. Knott County Central, 21-16. Tim Eldridge down in Campton. Thanks for tuning in. Deep in the corner, and that's going to go wide, and that'll be point. Knott County Central, 22-16. Tonight, some games, Breathitt County at Betsy Lane, Cordia at June Buchanan, Lee County at Hazard, and Owsley County at Berea. So a light contest tonight in the 14th region. Baker, nice job by Royce Osborne. Johnson off the double block. Sluss with a call, goes back to Baker over the top. Begley not able to contain it, and it will be point. Knott County Central, 23-16.
Leslie just they need to get the ball back, and they've got to settle down. They're playing about half of a game, and then they're just losing focus.
Just in one stretch.
Yeah.
Nice hustle, point. Knott County Central, and that will be set point number 1 here in set 2. You know, Leslie County has played a really tough schedule. They have played everybody in the 15th region. They've played Paintsville, they've played Pikeville, they've played Shelby Valley. So they are tested.
Right.
Goes to Gay down the line with a hammer shot. Point, Leslie County.
I believe that's their dark horse right here is 45.
Yep.
She's
the X factor.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
you know, she didn't play a whole lot early, but she's proven, evidently, and she's proven to us that she needs to be on the floor.
Yeah. She's done a lot of good things tonight.
Back set. And that's going to end the first set. Our second set is Knott County Central wins the second set 25-17 in set number 2. And after the break, we'll have set number 3. So stay with us here on Hometown 24.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to the new Women's Health Clinic at Hazard ARH. Our expert team, led by OBGYN Dr. Ramon Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, OBGYN physician assistant Crystal Gibson, and nurse practitioner Kristen Hurt. At ARH, we provide compassionate, personalized care for all women. From routine exams and birth control options to pregnancy care, menopause management, and minimally invasive surgery. Trust us with your women's health needs. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Welcome back as we start set number 3 here on Hometown 24. We just had some balls being given out for Knott County Central, 500 kills, and correct me if I'm wrong, Betty Vaughn, 500 kills for Samara Bailey, 1,000 digs for Taylor Baker, 1,500 assists and 1,000 digs for Zoe Miller. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So big honors for Knott County Central, and Coach Washburn had talked about honoring her seniors last night at Leslie County. And, when you look at the Leslie County seniors, you've got Royce Osborne, you have Sarah Osborne. It's going to be hard to replace them.
Yeah.
But.
Well, you don't replace them. You just put new shoes in there, and your game changes.
What about socks?
You're not going to play the same game.
Change socks or a little bit on that.
Yeah, I mean, the game's not going to be they're not going to play the same game next year.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You don't replace your seniors. You just, like I said, you fill those shoes with other players, and you're not going to play the same type of game.
Right, because they have different skills
exactly.
for each one of them. So, for those girls, and I hope they continue playing on the next level for Knott County Central and Leslie County, those seniors. And if they don't, they have learned great lessons from playing volleyball on such a high level.
And if you look at all the awards, we've been to several Knott County games. Look at all the different players who are getting awards. That's why they're at the point they are now, is because everybody
shares.
They share, and they understand what their role on the floor is.
And, like we talked about when we're looking at Leslie County stats, the same thing holds true for them. When you have 2 or 3 libreros, you have 2 or 3 defensive specialists, you have 3 or 4 hitters that can hit it, then it just makes for such a good team.
It does.
And a team that it's hard to prepare for.
Yeah, because you're not sure. Like I said, they're moving their hitters around. They're moving their liberos and their defense around. So, yeah, you can't – I mean, watching film is good, but it's hard to prepare for these two teams because you never know where they're going to be hitting from.
And you can only put so many brooms and stuff up
in
front of it. And so here we go. We've got set number 3, and Leslie County's got to bounce back here. And they had really good spots in set number 2.
You can't really say they're playing bad. They're just playing bad in spurts, and that's getting them behind. And Knott County is just not making a lot of errors.
And they got off to a good start, especially at the start. Leslie County starts out serving. It's going to be an overpass. Goes back to Bailey in the middle off the block of Osborne, and it will be point, Knott County Central. And, these are the kind of games that neither coach had to do a rah-rah speech.
No, because if you're not up to play these games, you're just not up.
Nice serve once again by Baker, and it will be point, Knott County Central. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to Hometown 24. Backside to Royce. Baker cuts it wide, and it's going to be outside of the line. Point, Knott County Central.
Manus, and if you're looking, this is what your region should look like. You should have 8 good teams in this region this year. I mean, these are the type of games that you should see.
And while we were talking, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but
I think they caught a foot fault, but I'm not. Don't hold me to that.
But the point will go to Leslie County after talking with the official. Johnson over the top, Sluss with the up. Goes into Bailey over the top, and good hustle, but it's going to be a point for Knott County Central. 3-1. King will come in for Waddell and go back to serve. Breathitt County with a big win last night over Johnson Central, 3-1. Anytime you can go to Johnson Central and win, you're a pretty good volleyball team, and Breathitt County is. Conley goes to Bailey, and it's going to be a kill for Bailey.
Magnus, that's just if you can beat Johnson Central home or away.
All right, let me change that. Anytime you beat Johnson.
There you go. That's what I feel like.
Big win last night for Powell County as they defeated Estill County 3-2. So that's going to be a battle for the 56th district down there. And that's going to be a point for Knott County Central. Hazard defeated June Buchanan last night 3-0. Letcher Central defeated Jenkins 3-0. And Paintsville defeated Shelby Valley 3-0, which was at Shelby Valley.
So that tells you how good Paintsville is.
Yep, we saw them play a lot last year. Nice block that time. Lauren Osborne got both hands up there on the single block. Point Leslie County.
That's what type of coach Don Kenner is. She's going to, when it comes to the end of the season, she will be one of those teams that's ready to play.
Nice serve, and nice job of King getting to it. Free ball for Leslie County. Napier will go across for Johnson, and that's going to play. And you can play it, but they were unable to get to it, and that's going to be a point for Leslie County.
Boy, Shea just about stomped the floor that time. I wanted to see that.
Both these coaches working hard on the sidelines. Bump set goes to Baker down the line, but there's Begley on 2. Free ball goes to Bailey in the middle off the block, single block, and it'll be point, Knott County Central. 6-3.
You have to give it to 45. She's standing there. She's just not close enough to the net. She's with Samara. Her hands are just too far off the net to keep it on Knott County side.
Gay goes down the line. When she hits it, she has power behind it.
Yes.
Let's see right here, and she tries to get them off guard, but does not. And miscommunication on the free ball, and it's going to be point Knott County Central 7-3. We're in set number 3. Knott County Central won set number 1, 25-14. Second set, 25-17. Free ball, Knott County Central. Conley out to Baker. Double block. Nice hustle by Bailey and Miller. Free ball for Leslie County. Goes outside. Johnson off the block, and it's going to be outside of off the block, and it's going to be a point for Leslie County.
Let's see if this little movement of rotation helps Leslie to pull out some points.
Sarah Osborne to serve. Hits the net. Nice job by King. Kraft left hand over the top, but there's Osborne. Royce Osborne. Free ball. Nice hustle by King. Outside to Hochstedler. Back set. Miller down the line. Nice job of Begley. Free ball. All the way across for Baker off the block, and somebody was in the net, and it's going to be Gay was in the net, and that'll be a point for Knott County Central.
You know, you don't want to lose a point, but she is hustling. I mean, she'll get better as she plays. She's got to learn how to go straight up and get the ball.
Washburn asking about clarification on
right. What's she doing? Yeah, how's she getting into the net?
Yep. Osborne, nice shot by Johnson. Power and point, Leslie County.
I've seen Beth Justice over there. She just about had that. About 10 years ago, I believe she would have got it.
She probably would have slammed it.
Yeah, but she's like me. Got a few years on her.
Kind of slowing, all of us slowing down.
Oh, yeah.
Waddell. Nice shot. There was Johnson. Back set, Hochsteller, Waddell's done an outstanding job back there, but not able to get to it was the setter, and it'll be point, Leslie County.
Yeah, Waddell's played good defense back there. Both her and 27 both, they've taken quite a few shots back there in the back row. You can tell both teams, look how spread their defense is. Very few times they're not where the ball's going.
Miller gives it to Baker in the middle, blocked by Gay. Free ball for Leslie County. Gay was asking for that thing. Off the double block, and it's going to come down short. Point, Knott County Central.
You know, that was a nice set to 45, but you've got to get that ball over here to number 3. She's got to hit someone. She's up here.
Short to Hochsteller. Boom.
See how quick that was?
Nothing you can do about it if you're on Knott County's side, but Hochsteller up and down quickly. Point, Leslie County.
I'm going to tell you, if Leslie gets that little short set, gets that going, that's going to be hard for anybody to play.
Back to Hochsteller. She'll turn it and put it in the coffin corner. She was looking up to see if she hit the antenna or not, and then she realized she had. Point, Leslie County. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We're in set number 3.
You know, the scores really have not been an indicator of what kind of game this has been.
Nice job of Sluss. Nice serve. Kraft. Back to Kraft. On 2, Baker. And that's going to be point, Knott County Central. (10-8) Sluss to continue to serve. And get it across. I don't know how that worked, but it worked.
As long as it works.
Waddell into the net. Point, Leslie County.
See, 24 is another one that is matching up well with Samara Bailey in the middle.
Yeah, Lauren Osborne is. Yeah, she got the size. You know, like when we talked to Coach Washburn, we were talking about the athleticism and size that she has. Not everybody in the region has that.
They don't, but so you have to play a different type of offense and defense.
Right, right. Just like you were talking about changing shoes, and I was talking about changing socks. Need to get serious about this, but Baker hits it long and wide, and that's going to be out, and that'll be point, Leslie County, and Leslie County ties it up at 10 apiece. Out to Bailey, nice up. Goes across to Osborne, and a smart play as she goes over top of the double block. Nobody there for Knott County Central, and that puts Leslie County ahead.
Yeah, she dropped that right at those blockers back.
Baker, Miller, Bailey off the block, and there's going to be a point for Knott County Central.
That's a nice jump set by Zoe Miller. Keep that ball out of the net so she could get a good set to her hitter.
Baker hits it into the net, and it'll be Royce Osborne to serve for Leslie County, up 12-11. Conley back set to Waddell. Napier to Johnson. And it's going to be four on Leslie County, point Knott County Central. In other words, it did not cross the net is what the officials are saying. Leslie County was saying that there was a block. King at 12-12.
And I have no idea. I was not paying attention to that.
I was looking off.
I was watching something else. I wasn't watching that.
Johnson with a big kill, and that puts Leslie County up 13-12. By the way, this is our last regular season game on Hometown 24.
And we've had a great time being here and doing this.
It'll be tournament time next week, and we'll let you know when we're going to be at Jenkins High School. We will be doing all of the regional tournament at Leslie County High School, so just check for times, and we'll be there.
Yes, we will.
Outside the Baker. Nice job by Begley, good hustle, but it's going to be point, Knott County Central, 14-13. Yeah, he hits it long, point, Knott County Central. Of course, young player, and Coach Washburn doing a nice job of talking to her.
She's talking her through it.
And Gay listens to coaching and scores a point.
And you're looking at a senior that just said a freshman. Osborne did not hesitate to give her that ball. That shows that they have confidence in what you're going to do.
Yep. 15-14, set number 3. Knott County up. Conley back to Kraft. Nice job by Johnson. And that's going to be point, Leslie County. Johnson angled her body and was able to hit that thing. Conley to Kraft over top. There's Johnson. Osborne back to Johnson. Hits it in the net. Point, Knott County Central. Reminder, our football game will be over at Harlan County, as we will have Perry County Central taking on the Harlan County Black Bears. Free ball for Knott County Central goes by. Oh! Lost track of where she was at, I believe. Might have thought it was going to hit the scoreboard. I thought it was going to.
I just think she thought it was so high it was going out. I mean, that was high.
That was really high.
But it did not go out. I mean.
Nope. Clearly. Miller outside. And it's going to be point, Leslie County, 17-16. Oh, excellent serve by Johnson. It just dropped.
It died when it hit the net.
18-16 as Leslie County pulls out to a 2-point lead. Back set once again, Gay on the single block. Double block, and that's going to be a point. The Baker and Baker wall comes up with a point for Knott County Central, 18-17.
You know, that's why I don't even discuss receiving these serves, because there's so much wickedness on these serves that.
And that's going to be a service error, and that will be point Leslie County. As Lauren Osborne will come in, and also Kinley Napier will come in to serve.
And you notice the way Leslie is rotating. When they rotate that one big girl out, they have another one coming in, so they have a middle all the time.
Waddell. Osborne back set. Hochsteller with a push off the block. Smart play by Waddell, and that'll be a point for Knott County Central. And you got to love the fight of Leslie County.
Oh, Lord,
they
yes.
could have quit after losing the first 2 sets, but they decided they want to stay in the game, in the match. Bump set. Oh, nice by Lauren Osborne. Single block wins the point for Leslie County. Napier and Sizemore in for Leslie County. Waddell's going to hit it long. Point Leslie County, 21-18. And Coach Cornett says, give me a timeout and we'll take one too here on Hometown 24.
My name is Emily and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Welcome back to Hometown 24, 40 years of your local coverage of sports. Knott County Central with a timeout at 21-18. Leslie County ahead.
We want to say that we're glad to hear that Bill Grigsby is out of the hospital and home and doing much better now. He's been in the hospital for a while.
We heard about it last night after the match, and we just want to wish the best for him and speedy healing.
Speedy healing for anybody who's sick or ill.
Anybody out there that's lost a loved one.
Yes. We pray for brighter days.
Cold and flu season coming up, so take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's already hit me.
Betty Vaughn, you can hear it in her voice. She wouldn't miss this match for nothing. I'd have had to roll her in here with a wheelchair probably.
That's right.
And after the timeout, both captains being talked to. It's been a great match so far.
It has been.
Goes outside. Bailey. Osborne. Point, Leslie County.
You know, you don't want the negativity to take away from how hard both teams and all the kids have worked.
Yes.
I know you get upset, but you have to control that.
And miscommunication, point Leslie County as they draw out to a 5-point lead. Free ball for Leslie County. Goes to Royce. And it's going to be blocked. Point, Knott County Central. Didn't see who got the block. I believe it was Baker and Bailey.
Yeah, it was.
Baker will go back to serve. Miller across to Waddell, and that's going to be a kill for Waddell.
Waddell, you can tell, has worked hard on being able to move that ball. And she's doing a really good job right now.
And Leslie County's going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout too on Hometown 24.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Welcome back to the campus of Knott County Central High School, the Morton Combs Athletic Complex, as Leslie County calls a timeout to try to stem the momentum of Knott County Central. We're in set number 3. Knott Central won the first and the second set. And that's going to be long, and that will bring up set point number 1 for Leslie County. Short to the gun, but nice job of covering. Johnson off of it, and that will end set number 3, 25-20, Leslie County. And when we come back, we'll have set number 4. Stay with us. We've got a dandy.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week in Leslie County. Persevere. Won set number 3, so now Knott County Central up 2-1. Leslie County with renewed spirit now, and their fans, their bench, and their fans probably watching Hometown 24 tonight. So now Knott County Central. How do they respond to losing set number 3?
And how can Leslie keep up the motivation that they had in that game to begin this game? Because they can't afford to let Knott get a 4 or 5 point lead here in the 4th set.
And they were very consistent. They did not have stretches like they did in set number 1 and 2.
And that's it. That was the difference in the game.
Just 1 or 2 points.
Right.
But it's nothing that you go to.
Exactly.
Just want to say that somebody asked me about the soccer championship being played tonight. The girls' championship of the 14th region being played at Letcher Central between Letcher Central and Estill County. I do not have a score on that. And that's going to be an overpass. Point goes to Knott County Central. If someone has a score out there, text me or comment on their Hometown 24 page. Let me know. Service her, point Leslie County. Got a chance when I went over to do the Leslie County game. Got to talk to James Glenn Cottle, my good buddy. Hopefully he's tuning in. And that's going to be a point as Miller with a kill. Point, Knott County Central. King to serve.
Nice job by the little libero. You see her backing up and staying behind that ball the whole time.
And that was put down by Bailey. Point, Knott County Central. 3-1. And as you said, Leslie County's got to be real careful here.
Yeah.
not to let Knott Central get ahead of them here early. Osborne, nice, smart play.
That was a smart play.
Point Leslie County. If you can't tune in on Hometown 24 during the district and regional play, please go out and watch these young ladies. Conley across to Baker. Long shot, but there was Begley. Johnson double block once again by Miller and Bailey. Point, Knott County Central. So far, Knott County Central able to do some blocking here in the early portion of set number 4. Over on 2. Conley all the way across. Baker overpass. Block that time by Osborne. Nice job by Royce Osborne. Bump set goes across. Free ball for Knott County Central. That probably was going to be out, but they played it anyway. Baker with a kill. Point, Knott County Central.
Minus this ball's like a pinball machine. It's going so fast, they can't even, you can't breathe. If you do, if you blink, you miss it.
I've got a crick in my neck.
I know.
Going back and forth, back and forth. And that's going to be on the line. Ace for Bailey, 6-2. Kylie Ward and Krista Amberg are doing a nice job on each end, but they've probably seen a lot of volleyball in their time.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they have.
Go out and see Alice Lloyd College if you can. Those two young ladies, stars on the volleyball team. Ball goes into the net, 7-2. Thank you, Wayne Baker. So the Estill County won 3-1 in the soccer. Estill County been in it 14 straight years in the finals, or it might be 13. Baker with a kill. Point, 8-2, Knott County Central. Johnson with a push. Conley outside to Baker over the top. Point, Knott County Central. And Leslie County's going to take a timeout at 9-2, and we'll take one too. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hyman volleyball game of the week as Coach Washburn calls a timeout. Try to get something going here in set number 4. Knott County Central up 9-2. Bailey will continue to serve, and that's twice in this match that Bailey has scored a bunch of points in consecutive manner.
Yes. And I've said all year long, it's not, she doesn't serve the ball hard. She just serves the ball in. And she's getting better about trying to place the ball where she wants it to go.
Goes outside, backside.
That was a nice
play.
That was a nice back set. They completely lost Knott County with that back set.
Everybody shifted.
Yeah, everybody was coming this way.
So nice play as the ball was touched. It will be point Leslie County.
Now Leslie County has to figure some way to block Baker.
Goes outside, Miller down the middle, Begley with it. Napier with a call. Johnson blocked by Kraft. Scrambling, be careful. And it's going to be point, Knott County Central. I was worried she was going to hit that rail, Betty.
Yeah.
Nice hustle by Johnson. One thing you can say about Johnson is she's everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I like that these girls, they don't care to hit the floor. Just like Miller, they're going face first after balls.
Goes to Gay.
That was a nice shot.
Miller was able to get to it off the block by Baker. Point, Knott County Central. And that's another thing I like right there.
Yes. She didn't walk over there and beat it down. She just ran over there, got the ball, and rolled it over here. I told you, sportsmanship goes a long ways in the world.
And that's going to be short, and that's going to be point, Knott County Central. And as we talked to Coach Washburn, she said we emphasize that. And you can see it on the bench. You can see it everywhere with her team and the Leslie County lady. You can be proud of them,
right,
regardless win or lose. Oh, behind there. Nice shot by Johnson. In system. Goes all the way across to Johnson. Hits it in the net. Point. Knott County Central. (13-3). Hits it across on 2. Into Baker in the middle. Point. Knott County Central. And Coach Washburn is going to call another timeout, and we're going to take another timeout too, so stay with us. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back after the timeout, and Coach Washburn doing everything she can do to stem the tide. And, right now, Knott County Central, as I've said before, rocking and rolling here, and you try everything you have in your packet to try to do something.
You do. Like I said, Knott County is just they don't make a lot of mistakes. They don't have a lot of errors. They play hard. Yeah, they're not perfect, but. And so far, they have not been rattled.
Nice up, goes outside. Johnson off the block. Miller goes outside to Baker off the double block, and it's going to be point, 15-3, Knott County Central.
See, that, Leslie's getting her hands on the ball. It's just this ball, when it comes off their hands, it's going to where there's nobody at. It's not that they're not playing that good defense, and they're getting a lot of touchies on blocks.
Gay off the double block. Baker hits it. It's going to go long. Point, Leslie County. Leslie County just got to get pieces and parts and try to get back into the match right here. Outside, and it's going to be a short hit. Nice job by Johnson. Over the top, and oh no, I was giving him the point. Nice hustle by Knott County Central and Miller. Lays out, does Osborne. Hochstetler hits it. Nice job. Point, Leslie County. And regardless of the result of this match, it is good for both of these clubs to end the season basically playing this type of match. Miller back set. Baker bumps it all the way across to Hochstetler. Back to Kraft off the block of Gay. Johnson. And boom, point. 15-6.
Johnson is one of those that has to be set pretty close to the net. She's having a hard time tonight when this ball's set about halfway between the 3-meter lines. And this just could be, you have those nights.
Floater's going to go wide, and it'll be point, Knott County Central. Baker to serve, 16-6. We're in set number 4. Knott Central up 2-1 over Leslie County. Okay, blocked by Kraft. Nice hands by Huckstedler. Bump set goes out to Waddell off the double block. Osborne up. Sarah Osborne out to Johnson. Nice job by Miller, but it can't do anything with it. Point, Leslie County. Battle between the top 2 teams in the 14th region tonight.
This is what you expect.
May see these girls face each other a 4th time before the year is out. And Gay is going to be in the net. She'll learn from that.
She will. She's just aggressive. You can tell she wants to be there. She's earned that spot to play. Yes, you can't really fault her effort for trying to get there.
Point, Leslie County on the arrow. She has fire in her belly, as the old saying goes.
Okay, man.
You can tell when she comes off there. Watch her. Oh, she's going to have a good career at Leslie County. Push almost caught him off guard there, but did Sizemore, and that's going to be out, and that's going to be point, Leslie County. 17-9.
You like that Leslie's got the fight to keep trying.
And it's going to be point, Leslie County, as they draw within 7. 53rd District will be played at Jenkins High School. The 54th District will be played at Perry County Central High School. And that's going to be another point for Leslie County. Thought Coach Cornett was going to call timeout for a second, and then she chose not to.
She has a lot of faith. Taylor is a good floor leader right now, so you can see her, and of course there's others, but I figure Taylor is the big speaker. She gets them together.
17-12 as Leslie County keeps inching closer. Nice serve. And that's going to be a nice job by Waddell running it down. Free ball for Leslie County. All the way to Royce, and she's going to put it right on the line, and Coach Cornett, I believe, is going to say it is, or asking if it was definitely on the line, and she said, yes, it was, and she said, give me a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as Leslie County gets within 4. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Welcome back after the timeout by Knott County Central. Leslie County is inched within 4 after being down by 10. You got to give kudos to the Leslie County Lady Eagles to keep fighting to try to get back into this match where they could easily have quit, and they have not.
That's why these teams have earned the number 1 and the number 2.
Yes, they have, on all regards. And once again, Osborne with a smart play. And one more point goes to Leslie County. Knott County Central got to find something here.
They do.
If not, Leslie County's going to creep right up to them. Back set goes to Baker. And nobody to get to it, and it will be point, Knott County Central.
See, I know people are teaching that open hand hit, but if you bump that ball, it's going to go up. She hit the ball, but it was so low, nobody had a chance to react to it.
Free ball as Osborne had to go get it. Miller goes back to Waddell over the top. Nice hustle by Hochstetler. Free ball. Knott County Central. Goes into Miller to Bailey over the top. Touch by Hochstetler. Point. Knott County Central. And you got to give credit to Knott County Central after Leslie County about coming up even has drawn out with 2 points here.
Yeah, this is where Leslie right here needs to get their mojo back on.
Outside to Hochstetler, and there's the mojo you talking about. Point, Leslie County.
Let me tell you something. You got to use that girl.
Let me tell you something about her. She's a freshman.
Can you imagine? Give her a couple years and put her some weight on that body and some muscle.
She's the human pogo stick.
She is.
19-15. Napier with a serve. Cross to Miller. In system going here. And Osborne with a push, strong push, and it's going to be point. Leslie County. You got to love it.
You do.
Neither team wants to come out on the losing end. As I see Coach Washburn taking a big drink of water. Yeah. Oh, and it's a service error, and it's point, Knott County Central, 2016. We're in set number 4. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24. Last regular season volleyball game of the year, and it couldn't be a better one.
Oh. We started out with a good one, so we're hoping to end with a good one.
And Osborne, no touch, and it's going to be point, Knott County Central. Nice play. Bump set goes to Miller. Oh, my.
Nice shot by Miller. I told you, when she stays back and waits on the ball and goes forward, she hits as well as anybody in this region, or around this region, I guess.
22-16. Overpass. Put down by Baker. 23-16.
You knew that was not going to be pretty.
Osborne pushing that deep corner. How many times she done their games has she done that? Osborne with a serve. It's going to go off Sluss. Point, Leslie County. Oh, man. Johnson with a power. Excellent hustle by Sluss. Excellent hit by Johnson. 23-19. No quit in these Lady Eagles.
Let me tell you,
no
it looked
quit
like
in
Sluss got shot out of a gun. Did you not see that? She was going and just boom.
Well, they won't have to use a broom on that end because
No.
she swept it all up, any dust or anything. Oh, nice serve by Osborne. Draws them within 3 at 23-20. When they wake up in the morning, both these teams are going to know they've been into a
That's true.
match.
Been in a game.
Free ball, Leslie County. Outside, Johnson. Boom, that's a kill, 23-21. And Coach Cornyn has seen enough. Timeout, Knott County Central. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Hometown 24.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back as Coach Cornett calls a timeout, and it's been an honor and a privilege to do this game, Betty.
It has. You know, we started out with these two, and it was an awesome game, and we're going to end, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty awesome game again.
And Leslie County's trying to send it to set number 5 here, and they've got renewed life here in the fourth set.
Right.
First time I've said that this year, quarter, getting close to basketball season. Baker will off the double block, and that will send it to match point, 24-21.
And here goes Samara Bailey that scored at least 14 points tonight or more. So they've got to stop her.
It's going to be an overpass, and it's going to end the match. 25-21, Knott County Central, and they will win 3-1. A wonderful game.
It was.
And both teams, good luck to them as they get into district play.
And it was 4 good matches, 4 good sets.
And, you know, you're going to have when you have 2 good teams, you're going to have ebbs and flows, and this one had ebbs and flows, and Knott Central just had a few more ebbs.
I agree.
But final thoughts is Alice Lloyd College player of the game will be
Miss Ava Waddell. I thought she was just played so well in the front row, but in the back row, she was like Sluss back here. She was just another libero, and I thought she played a great defensive game in the back row when she was needed.
And, you know, typically a lot of times this year, you know, she has not played in that back area a lot, and she got them off to a good start with a lot of kills and had a good hitting percentage tonight. So,
you know, games like this, it's really hard to pick a player when you have everybody.
When you have 12 of them.
Well, and everybody knows what their part of the game is, and they're just doing their part. That's the thing.
But just want to say good luck to Knott County Central and good luck to the Leslie County Lady Eagles, and stay healthy and all those kinds of things. Thank you to Knott County Central for allowing us to do the game here as always, and their next game will be at Jenkins High School. Just look at our Facebook page, and we'll have the schedule on there.
We want to thank everybody that's tuned in the whole season, that's commented, and we hope that we've done something positive for each and every person here listening or watching.
And for you young girls that are watching, you know, you want to play this level of volleyball, and if you do, you got to work at it.
You do, and if you're watching these teams right here, you can see why and how fast and how much the game has changed.
And the support that, you know, we mentioned about seniors, but those seniors couldn't get here without the support that they have gotten from their family members, and that takes a whole lot of time, energy, and money.
It does.
In order for them to be the kind of volleyball players that they want to be and to play on this level. But we'll be over at Jenkins High School next week, and after that we'll be at Leslie County High School, and Friday night once again we'll be at Harlan County as the Perry County Central Commodores will face not only those people but the Harlan County Black Bears, and we have the player of the game, Miss Ava Waddell. You hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Bets.
Okay. I love doing this part. I just want to thank you. She came up just to give me a hug, not knowing you was player of the game. So that's great. Very proud of you and your teammates. Ava, we said we gave it to you because throughout the year not every game and this is not a negative, you haven't played really great in the back row, but tonight you stepped up, and when your team needed you, you were there and you played exceptionally in the back row. I mentioned that. I said you was like Slush. You was another libero back there. So I thought you always play a great game in the front. I can tell that you worked extremely hard to make that your kills, your hits are. It doesn't even look like the same kid from last year. So that's all because of you. You wanted that. I mean, Shay can sit here and work with you, but until you get that in your heart, it doesn't happen. And you've done a great job on your own just to improve your game with your teammates, but we just thought your back row play was exceptional. You were sitting there just taking shots all night long. So congratulations, and what have you got to say?
Well, I really couldn't do it without my teammates, and last night was senior night, and I could never be here without my teammates.
That's exactly what Magnus and I were talking about. We said you seniors are great floor leaders, great players, but you can't do it without your underclassmen and all your teammates, and you're right. And Ava, that's what I've always said. To me, a great player is a team player. And every one of you guys that we have spoken to this year, every athlete that has never been about me, what I've done. It's always been about our team. And that's why volleyball is getting so much better in the mountains, is because you guys are forming families in those teams, and it makes it so much stronger.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're more of a family than we are a team. We've come so close this past year, and we really lean on each other to cheer each other on, and you see us getting these huddles during the game, and if somebody's doing bad, we're just like, look, hey, you're doing fine. We got the next ball right here. We're good.
That's what we were just talking about. We said you can tell, and you can have floor leaders, but if that's not a positive floor leader, that's only going to hurt your team. And just like we talked about, Shay has a lot of faith in you guys. She really doesn't call a lot of times out. She gives you all a chance to get in there and do whatever talking you guys do. And then if they start scoring or something, then she'll call her timeout. But she has a lot of faith in you guys. We noticed that Leslie County, she has a lot of faith. Her floor leaders were trying to pull them together. We figured this may be another matchup in the regional tournament. I said this was a great way to open the season with you two, and it's an exceptional way to close the season.
Yes.
And we just want to say good luck to you, and we'll see you at Jenkins High School.
Yes, thank you.
You did great.
We just, like I said, we wish Ava, like I said, she done a exceptional job in the back row tonight. She was just like another libero. She was sitting there just taking shots and putting them back. But we want to wish every team good luck in the districts, the regions. Just be safe. Guys, enjoy this while you got a chance, because it goes by fast.
Yes, it does. So thank you, Ava, for joining us.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
And also on the 14th Region Soccer, it was Estill County defeating Letcher Central 4-1. Want to thank everybody. Want to thank Ava for coming up. Want to thank the Hometown 24 crew, as always. They do an exceptionally good job. And with that being said, good night.